that's one thing. And whether or not they itemize that way, we haven't seen too many teams actually focus in on the ABBA in such a way as we used to. So there is that leeway to actually play that fast game here for Palos. I'm just curious if this Abaddon pick for innate health reduction or health regen reduction is good enough. I just don't know if that's really the reason why you want to pick ABBA, right? Like, it does make sense. I do agree with you. It can still snowball, but I want to see what Execration's full ideas are, as this can also just fall quite flat. Because you look at Tech Free Game and look at the tempo they have. Once this Bristleback has Vanguard, you get maybe a quick blink up, or at least the Mage Slayer and Jacroy. Then you start running around with Mamang Daya once he has maybe perhaps the Kaya in this game. There is a lot of early tempo here that can kick in, and if Lewis doesn't have a good time in the Tiny, like you were mentioning, and this is a Tiny Quap matchup, then his stalled out blink timing means you might not get as much play as you'd want. Rather fascinating here, though, to note, is that we do finally get a different facet for the Dawnbreaker. We get the Star Surge out, coming out from Tino. So it's the right-click attack speed from the Starbreaker, which I don't think we've really seen in a pro match. It's always been cooldown reduction. So this is pretty cool to see with a Tine in ABBA. This can boost your DPS if you manage to land those big Starbreaker swipes. It does feel like you're going to need to wait out your Shard to really feel good about it, but there's some potency here if things go right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Should be very interesting to see how this all works out. Again, some interesting choices from both teams. Fight over the Banner Runes, perhaps, down to this bottom side. Lewis baiting them in a little bit. I don't see Tech Free Gaming going for it. There we go. Going to be a 2-for-2 trade anyway. Nice even start between these two sides. We can start with the mid lane as well, John, because you're going to have Lewis on this Tiny against the Mamang Daya Quap, and obviously that should be heavily favoring Mamang Daya.
Yeah, it's going to be feeling just fine here for Daya. Lewis, again, he can control the creep wave with a tree grab. He's going to be able to cleave through at the very least. I'm curious to see what Daya will want to skill up. We've seen some Quaps going back for the old 3-1-1 build, maxing out Shadow Strike to win lane. That has been devastating in some of the games where you're not able to farm and pressure for kills. He is going for just a standard Scream Fin, which you'd expect, right? Like, this is a melee matchup. Lewis has to walk in, has to cop that harass. They do already find an early trade there.
You can't underestimate that Maledict even at level 1. It's a lot of damage, and CML, he's able to secure First Blood before he dies to DB, so a very nice start for the Witch Doctor. It's something with this lane for Tech Free Gaming that you can't forget about. Especially for DB, because he's going to feel like he can just tank all the damage. But that Maledict, it can just burst you so quickly if you underestimate it. Especially with Palos just right-clicking away and having Aphotic Shields blowing up next to you. It's surprising how much damage you can really pump out.
And I love that from CML. Had the Blood Grenade, threw it out. Blood Grenade Witch Doctor with level 1 Maledict is pretty much guaranteed First Blood.
It's so ridiculous just how much Palos is doing, but he could be dead now. So try to run, Palos. Oh, he is dead. My bad, Palos. That one's on me. I'll accept blame for that.
I'd
say CML though. Giga Chat CML.
Okay.
I'll do it my damn self, he says.
Yeah. Still has a lot in this wand as well. I will say that that is a consequence of CML looking at playing poke at the lull instead of joining Palos and poking DB out. He used that first Maledict on the Dark Willow, which meant that the follow-through damage to kill off DB wasn't quite there for Palos when he's committing. So maybe not miscommunication, just both sides trying to play for opportunities, or both players trying to play for opportunities and not quite watching each other fully. And there is a small opportunity to protect you. Still happy overall for Exa. You are getting quite a fair bit, although it is on your Witch Doctor. Out-leveling Palos now, not the comfiest of spots for the ABBA, but this lane should start to correct. However, DB has managed to hit that level 3 spike. Level 2 Quilt Spray up. How much you can sustain that aggression? Probably not as much as long as the man is there for DB.
Chases on for CML. They should have him as well. CML. They pass the T1 tower. Palos is there to help out. Like, they won't have enough damage. CML barely going to survive that one. And Palos, I mean, he had the Aphotic Shield coming off cooldown, but turns out it wasn't really required to help out anyway. How's that top lane going? There we go. We're looking at this DK and Warlock. In fact, Jacroy, we've looked at the right time, John, because that's a lot of stacks of sticky napalm on poor old Jacroy. They might find Shanks as a trade, especially with the Fatal Bonds applied. No, they won't. Shanks going to be just fine. And as you saw, that sticky napalm, it's scary how fast it can add up here from Shanks. And Jacroy did not really enjoy it too much, I don't think.
And it's a strong source of magic damage to just constantly reapply. I wouldn't be surprised if he just kind of went in to maxing out that napalm. Again, you've got the Arsonist facet anyhow. You could go for like a 3-1-1 build, kind of focusing and just softening up these targets to play with in lane. And for Jacroy, despite how durable he is, this is a pretty high magic damage lane. You can't underestimate how much Celestial Hammer's path does, how that ties in.
Oh, no. Mamang Daya. No. He's trying to run. I don't know if you caught that, John. What happened was Shanks went for the Water Rune. Flame breaks Mamang Daya away, but Mamang Daya blinks to the Water Rune once again. And it's like, okay, if you get the Water Rune, maybe you survive, but if you don't pick it up, it's a guaranteed death. And Mamang Daya, he chose to take the risk instead of just backing.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate for him. And he also went for, again, the investment into Shadow Strike. He's going 2-1-1. He should just stick at a 2-1-2 game.
Tino really playing on the edge here, but he had a Healing Lotus to play with. So he will survive. They were going to try and chase down Varish, but Varish able to get out of there. Still, this game, a lot of action already across the lanes. Just no one really slowing down too much.
It's a good sign, you know. First game of the day, action-packed already in comparison to whatever may have happened yesterday, Mikey. That was an interesting time for sure.
It wasn't a May, John. It happened.
I thought you wanted to forget. I didn't want to traumatize you, Mikey.
I was having
wanted to act like it's satirical.
I was having straight-up nightmares, John. I'll tell you what. Woke up in sweats over those games yesterday. Anyway. Let's try to forget about it. Bottom lane, still a lot of action happening as they are trying to take some stacks here with Palos. And Palos is basically free farm, by the way, on this Abaddon, in case it wasn't obvious already. Well, playing Melodic once again onto DB. He'll be very careful to get too close. In fact, never mind, he's going right in. The CML kind of getting caught in the brambles there. Will need to back off. And will do so. But as I said, John, Palos is basically just free farming this bottom lane at the moment, which I think is pretty bad news if you're tech-free gaming. Especially because you are trying for this mid-game tempo as tech-free with this style of draft. But if he picks up that Radiance really early on Palos, and he just starts joining teamfight for the Radiance, it can put an end to all of it.
And it can. It's just going to set that tempo like we were talking about from the draft. That's exactly what you need when you have the ABBA 1. It needs to have that early presence. It needs to leverage its really strong durability at the early points in the game. And you're on that path now for Exa. I'm a little bit surprised looking back at mid here, Mikey, that Daya does all in on the Shadow Strike. He goes for the 3-1-1 build. So, while it's good in lane, good at poking out this Tiny, it does mean his ability to clear creeps, his ability to clear out camps does diminish, and his presence in teamfight's not going to feel great. Catch out 1 here, though.
CML trying to fight over the Shrine of Wisdom, actually being a super big nuisance here. Bodic Shield as well. DB's going to be careful. DB might be dead. Melodict, it's not going to be enough, but the toss will be. As Lewis is here now. Mamang Daya, he needs Blink up, but he's still 3 seconds away. Oh, they'll get the Shrine, but it's costing too much. It is costing them too damn much for these small objectives. And going back to Mamang Daya, by the way, John, I mean, that Shadow Strike max, I do agree, it's an interesting choice. Especially against an Abaddon, of all people, who can just purge it off every time.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the last time we saw this was when Quinn was standing or playing in Rally, and he was playing the Quap, and he went all in like this as well. And I remember we were doing the remote panel for that one, and the consensus was this was a pretty bad call. Again, just for the same reasons. You can't farm, even without the dispel. Your presence in early fights is gone. As Jacroy might be gone as well.
He may be, Jacroy. I mean, the Melodic is going to pop eventually. He'll at least get Tino before he dies, so happy days in that sense, but still not great news if you are tech-free gaming. And now you've got the full urn completed on CML to make matters worse. So he's kind of got that solo pick-off potential now as the Witch Doctor. If he finds another support as mid lane. Speaking of, Mamang Daya in trouble. Will be able to blink away. Still burning, but is going to make it on 100 HP. But you're kind of seeing how quickly they can deal with this Quap. And that's without the lasso up yet on Shanks. I mean, had he had the lasso, that was just a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, it's just so straightforward right now for the side of Exe. Again, it's just a consequence of the build-up that Dai has gone for. He can't get the additional points in Blink. He will want more in Scream. They've got so much room now as well to just free siege on top for the side of Execration, because it's a dead lane at this point. You can't really farm here. For Croy, they'll try to get the numbers in for the defense, but Tino has 6. He's got the Solar Guardian up. They've got so much output here. They still have the 1 urn charge for quick pickoff. Oh, Jacroy.
Jacroy might actually just die here, John. Have they got Death Ward? Yeah, they do. Stun will fly out. Death Ward not coming in yet, but there it is now with the Solar Guardian to keep this Witch Doctor alive. Lasso, meanwhile, also catching 1, but not amounting to too much. But they got Jacroy and they got the lull. And I think that's all you really needed anyway. In fact, they're still trying to chip away at Mamang Daya. He'll be okay to escape.
Dire's top tower is
But this game is getting very, very one-sided, Jonathan. And again, this is while Palos is missing off the map. He's just farming. Look at that net worth climbing, John. It's scary.
It is. Because Abaddon is not something you're equipped for on Tech Free once that Radiance timing is online. And for the side of Tech Free, I'm not sure which way you go now. Your DK needs to farm. Jacroy is going for Maelstrom Mjolnir into the Blink BKB, so a long time until he's fully confident to join in on these engagements. You might be able to play with, say, a good Fatal Bonds into just Sonic Wave, Scream of Pain, but Scream of Pain stuck at level 2 because of, again, the ideas Mamang Dai had for the lane, not quite panning out. And if you do commit for that combination, I mean, chances are you're going to need the Chaos Coffin as well.
Another nice easy pick off. Palos will pick that one up. Now about 500 gold away from that Sacred Relic. Things are just going from bad to worse here for Tech Free Gaming. Keep in mind their draft, like this is a tempo-based draft. They don't want to play from behind. But they're already 5k behind in 10 minutes, and that's... I mean, that just spells absolute disaster if you're Tech Free. You're going to have to find some good team fights to find a way to switch things around here with the net worth advantages, but... Again, considering how things are going, without even the Abaddon being involved, it's going to be hard to find those fights.
Oh no.
Mid lane, Mamang Daya, he can't afford to keep dying. The Melodic will be applied. He should be okay. He's got 16 1 charges. Unless he doesn't use them, but he will. He does need to. Terrorize. He's out. They're going to catch a Bat Rider with that, but you've got help. You've got the heals from this Witch Doctor. Shanks is not dying. He's not dying, Jonathan. He's fine.
No. You look at Shanks' build up here as well, Mike. He's going for the Witchblade, the Power Treads. This is the Turbo Game build. He's going all in. It's the right click. Oh, it's so terrifying. This is absolutely abhorrent to play against, Mike. This is just sickening. If you can stand there, get like so many stacks of napalm, you can't turn, you can't run. The only person who can escape is maybe Mamang Daya. He has a level 1 blink, so he has to be very careful when he pops it. The fact that Shanks can get away with not getting the blink 4 staff detentes or even the drums tranquils here on a Bat Rider is concerning. Again, a consequence of being 6k behind at 12 minutes in here.
Oh, this will be a big one if they can find it. They're not feeling confident though to try. They are still going with the Bedlam. They are dropping low now on Lures, but the Sonic Wave doesn't really connect onto the Tiny. In fact, now the turnaround, the Solar Guardian and the Lasso. Oh, God. It's just so demoralizing, John.
That it is. I have to say, this facet from Tino, the Star Surge, if you catch 2 heroes out, you get all the swipes in. He was getting like 81 bonus attack speed for 4 seconds. Enough time for your first wind of kick, and that is insane. Your allies get around half the amount as well. So again, you're looking at a fast-hitting Tiny, much faster than you'd expect without like an Echo Saber or like Silver Edge Shadow Blade for attack speed. You're going to be looking at a fast-hitting Abaddon once Palos joins in these fights, which with the Radiance timing lining up now, Mikey, it's gonna be a lot of damage. And for Tech Free, That's them committing chaotic offering. There's no turnaround potential at this point. I mean, in terms of taking an engagement out from Execration, all you have to do is just dodge out. If someone dies, let them die, and try to use some space where you can, because you have no play options right now.
Oh, top lane, not Jacroy. It can't be Jacroy. He's got at least a TP, no lasso. He's okay. It's just so scary to think these two supports can just hunt you down like this, and as a DK, there's just nothing you can really do but TP and hope for the best. Again, thankfully, Shanks did not have lasso for another 20 seconds at the time, and they'd already committed the stun. Happy days. Jacroy will survive another day, but again, things are looking very, very dire because you're just about... In fact, you've got the Radiance now on Palos. It's just on the Courier. And this is where things get really scary now, because he can just join in and just run at people. Well, DB's going to find him, but I don't think there's really much you can do about it.
No. Really nothing. I mean, if you could get a Yules, but we're a long ways off from finding any of that secondary form to try to isolate away Palos. There's so many more issues you need to worry about here on the side of tech-free gaming. And for Execration, this is smooth sailing. Free farm for Tino up top. He's joining in every single time, just with a Solar Guardian. Does enough work. Shanks already has the power treads up as they get the jump.
Sure do. Among Dire going to be okay this time. So we're going to pressure that mid tier 1 tower. Palos is currently taking care of the bottom tier 1 as well, so it looks like they're at least going to find one tier 1 tower out of this.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I mean, he could just connect mid and just start pushing the mid tier 1. Like, there's nothing they can do to stop him if he wants to. Top lane, meanwhile, the tier 2's also being forced in here by Tino. He'll just let the creeps do the work. Then the way Tech Free Gaming are playing, they're just trying to take stacks in the triangle right now because they know the chances are Execration will start having a look in here soon to see if they can take some extra gold away.
Dire?
But Mamak Dire, yeah, there's just Avalanche toss into the Deathward Melodic. There's just no chance of survival.
No.
Absolutely none. Doesn't matter who it is, really.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they're just still hunting. Like, there's no need to stop. They've got the blink up on Lewis. Here we go. The most broken hero in the game being broken here by our Tiny.
Man, Mikey, this is what I'm talking about. Look at the difference. Take a look at Varish's inventory. Where did his Black Grimoire go? It's gone. He has to eat it. Look at CML with his superior innate Grisgris. It's an innate. He still gets to get malpractice. He still has the Grisgris. He can freely die and not worry about gold loss too much. And he can pop that for, I don't know, a cheeky shard, a cheeky blink, a cheeky Ags if he wants, Ags components. Like, that's what needs to happen with Warlock. Just make Black Grimoire an innate. Give him something else to play with. Come on. Look at Witch Doctor.
I think... Look, I'm going to say it. I've been thinking about it, John. Hold on a minute, because Witch Doctor, CML, and Shanks looking to go in. They're going to try for DB. Terrorize is going to make it in time, and now the Golem drop means they are going to get destroyed. Beautiful exchange here from Tech Free Gaming. A lot of gold going their way off a very nice kill.
And very simple kill as well. Just the two supports getting a little bit trigger happy, not respecting the tier 2 TP point.
Bottom, though.
That does cost them the chaotic offering, at least.
Jacroy chases on. Avalanche will barely connect as well. So you got both supports, but it's going to cost you your carry DK. Not very good news, Jonathan.
No. I want to dig into your thoughts, Mikey. What are you saying? You've been thinking about something. With Black Grimoire?
Yeah.
With
Look,
books?
here's what the actual the facet should be.
Yeah.
Warlock instead of Black Grimoire. You can make that an innate if you really want. I think we just delete it, right? He gets a facet where he gets Necrobook 1 at level 1 gold. It levels up as the golden levels up. Think about it, John. He's a Warlock. Right? He's summoning from a book. It's lore accurate. He gets level 3 Necrobook at level 3 Golem. Are you telling me that isn't the greatest facet you've ever heard of?
You know what? That's better than Black Grimoires. They get the jump here.
They sure do. Mamang Daya understands he's going nowhere but down. Pops the blade mail hoping for the best, but it means nothing. 9k advantage now sitting for Execration. And really no slowing down. I mean, I'm not even going to try try and sugarcoat this for tech-free gaming. Like, you look at Palos. He's about to have the Matra up now on the Abaddon. He's looking at Roshan. There's no stopping at this point. Like, this Abaddon's basically invincible.
And he is. And Roche doesn't take too long when you have Batrider that's just adding infinite stacks.
Like, CML's been left behind. They do get a nice Witch Doctor kill again.
Just a little space, you know. Buying that space for the Roche. And he will find out the Roche again relatively quick with all the damage coming in here from the side of Execration. No signs of slowing down. Tech 3. I mean, it's like you said, it's a rough game. They need so much more to be online. Jacroy with a Mjolnir is one step forward. Still needs a Blink BKB, Sanchin Yasha. So at least the farming progress is there. Full Ags up on Tino is concerning. More healing coming out with lingering aura. So just way more ways to play. He's going to reveal it in this fight.
Here we go. Jump in. Big start here for Tech Free, but it just doesn't matter because they heal up anyway. Still trying to catch CML. Here is Mamang Daya. But he's in the middle of nowhere now. Mamang Daya looking for a blink out. We'll find it right back to CML again. Still trying for CML. I think Mamang Daya is a bit upset here, John. You know,
I can't fault him.
I would not fault them, Jonathan, for pressing a certain key twice on the keyboard right now for tech-free gaming.
Yeah?
Not going to say which key I think they should press, but they probably should press one of them twice.
Yeah. One of them maybe a YY twice. I'm not sure. Perhaps. Why is it? I want to say as well, Mike, you've done so much deep thinking, you've convinced me. This Necrobook idea, I mean, I think they should change it. They should make it like lesser golems, you know, and change up what they do a little bit more. But the concept of it, that's what should happen. You know, instead of this Black Grimoire stuff, make it innate. It is genius, Mikey. I'll hand it to you. Also, when you said Mamangdai has nowhere to go but down, for some reason, I just suddenly imagined good old Mamangdai listening to some Fallout Boy and just playing Sugar We're Going Down as this game is going downhill for them. Great song, by the way. It's a great song. Right?
God, they were one of the most overhyped bands, honestly.
Yeah, but Sugar We're Going Down is a good song. Like, that was a good song.
I don't
really? I can't do it because he has such a weird voice, but it's a good song.
Don't do it.
It's fun. It's fun. It's a fun song. Simple drop D, easy to play, banger of a song. Great stuff, you know? Great stuff. Not so great for Mamangdaya if he's feeling that song right now, of course.
No.
Would want to be on the up and up, which could be like a Coldplay song, I believe. Up and Up. Pretty nice song. Not their best. Yeah, they do have a song Up and Up from Head Full of Dreams, if I recall. I know a little bit too much about Sweden things. Well, not too much.
Oh,
maybe the
Mamangdai doesn't know, though. Mamangdai doesn't know, John. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
I mean, this is all happening, you know, no blink on Shanks, only the one blink initiation available on Lewis, and Shanks is almost done. Yeah, he's almost done, but, I mean, why not? You're at that point. You might as well.
Oh, they found a timing here, John. Lewis is in the middle of nowhere right now. Lewis is going to go down. Maybe? Surely. He does. Alright, that's a big one.
Yeah. That's the kind of plays they need. Some punishment when Execration get a little bit ahead of themselves. That does bounce them back a fair bit. I mean, look, that's a 1.1k gold swing for one kickoff. If you find maybe 2 or 3 more of that, lead that into a team fight where you can suddenly start winning, then things do start to change. You've got the Blink and Jacroy, BKB 2 parts away. It's the start of getting some tools up. Palos?
Palos. Getting a little bit low, but again, I just... With an Aegis and the borrow time up, there's really not too much to be concerned about. As they will just sit back here, tech-free gaming, try to wait for another opening for themselves to try and abuse. Shanks. Well, he doesn't have a blink, so he can't really jump Mamangdaya, but he just wants the creeps anyway, because... just look at this crap. The thing is as well, once he's maxed you out at 20 stacks, he's doing 200 damage every time it reapplies it.
Yeah.
Isn't
it great?
It's pretty dumb.
Oh. Get the
Dropped
jump.
in. Yeah, they've got DB. DB's going to try to get out, but there's no chance in hell. He's gone. At least he got a lot of slot rocket off and a big sonic wave with the fatal bonds, but they had the Solar Guardian to come in, and Mamangtaya cannot catch a break. On they go to Jacroy. Jacroy's gonna boot. Gentlemen, call the game. Call the game, gentlemen.
Oh,
Dire's bottom tower.
I mean, I'm with you on that one. It's just that there's still tier 2 standing. Their thinking is to lose 1 Rax. There's probably enough respawn time that they can fight for a tier 4 rush if it does come out. So I can't fault Tech Free, but I don't see the opportunities coming in. Did you see that again from Mamangdai? He was targeting out CML. But with that Ag's already up on Tino, you just can't kill him. If Tino can come in with Solar Guardian with a maxed out Voodoo Restoration, it's just too much. Way too much sustain coming in.
He's got the mech as well. Like, it's just, it is way too much. And guess what, John? He still hasn't popped that Chris Chris. So if he wants this, he wants to pop it at any time, you know. CML, you can, but he won't. He won't. Maybe he'll just save it up for an Ags or something later on. Jeez, he's even just going for a Holy Rocket now. Like, it's just, it's already doing too much, this Witch Doctor. Let alone you add even more amp.
Yeah. Isn't it lovely? What a fine creation from Ice Frog. I'm happy.
It's
great.
Finally, people understand why Witch Doctor is an enjoyable hero and why I first ban Batrider every game I play nowadays. This hero is just a nightmare, Mike.
Look at Palos. Look at Palos. No fear. Because he can't die. This is what I keep saying. He can't actually die. Like, he can if he wants to. But I don't think Tech Free Gaming are gonna get that out of Palos. Like, I doubt he wants to. John, look at this tower. Just getting absolutely destroyed. Jesus. This Batrider crap's absolute ridiculous. Like, it's so stupid.
And it is. Look at that.
Look at it.
It still maintains the napalm stacks on the buildings as well from how it
Nice
used to
toss as well. Very nice toss.
be. Yeah.
That's the thing. If you think Palos is doing the tower damage, he's not. It's,
No.
it's all Shanks.
Look at this. Look at that. Look at that.
What's happening?
Look at that.
Look at this.
It's
He's
beautiful.
doing 210 and he's thinking, hey, but what is this?
Oh,
Sonic Wave.
He's
Oh, he's
not
not
dead.
gonna kill him. Jump in. Toss back onto the Warlock. Oh, there goes Varish. See you later, Varish.
Palos doesn't know what damage is.
Look,
not
Palos is
too
doing no
bad.
damage. It's literally all Shanks here. Toss it again. Death pull it out. DB's gonna cop it. Mamangtaya jumps in now. Mamangtaya,
Oh, no.
you're up against the carry Batrider, sir. This ain't no support.
No. Oh god.
Oh,
Last stand.
goodness.
They bought out.
This is the
How do you
greatest thing
stop
I've
the
ever seen.
Batrider?
I'm a Batrider player now, John.
Oh, dude.
Playing
it's so
Batrider
bad.
next game.
It's so nasty, man. Oh,
Jump in.
Last
They're
stand.
gonna still try for CML. Maybe they've got him this time. CML, he'll finally die. They've got the Witch Doctor. On to Shanks they'll go. Shanks is just running in circles though. In fact, Palos, he'll take care of Jacroy. Shanks will go down, but Palos is the main issue now. Take down to Lol. On a Mamangtaya, they'll go. Abyssal Blade to lock him down. GG finally called. In Execration, they will take a pretty dominant game number 1 at 27 minutes in. And if you're Tech Free Gaming,